Hey guys, we're going to be back here for another realistic rebuild. We're going to be taking on the Detroit Lions. Well, I've had a lot of success over the years. Stafford's came in. I mean, a lot of the blame has went on him. He has had some good wide receiving weapons. He hasn't had the best of success, but the stat where he hasn't had a 100-yard rusher in like 2 seasons was just really outrageous. So I am going to make Stafford my guy. He is going to be the quarterback throughout the whole rebuild. Kerryon Johnson is going to be the starting running back. I like what I've seen from him in the NFL. I am going to start him. He's a very balanced running back. He can be powerful at times, and he's very elusive, very elusive. Detroit seems to pick up a lot of these elusive running backs. So yeah, he is going to start. Marvin Jones, I think, has taken the step into an elite wide receiver. Golden Tate here, he's 30. So I actually am going to add him on the trade block. I know he's a star. I know he has great skill sets, but I'm trying to think long term here. He is going to start regressing rapidly. Receivers regression in Madden is painful. They regress super badly. He'll probably go down to an 87-ish after this year, so definitely going to try to get some kind of picks for him. Kenny Golladay has upgraded well, and I think he will be a nice addition here as a number 2 receiver, and he could develop well. TJ Jones as well is a good receiver. Offensive line, it's going to be a great start with this offensive line. You're going to have decent offensive line. Decker's going to be a young, great left tackle he could develop into. Wagner is already a good right tackle, and he's young. TJ Lane coming over from Green Bay. Pretty sure this is his 2nd season in Detroit, so he's a great pass blocking guard. Frank Ragnow, the rookie, moved to left guard. He should be able to upgrade well. Center is really the only position of need. Luke Wilson is not going to be the answer at tight end, so we're going to have to try to find somebody there. Defensively, we do have the freaking pick master in Darius Slay, who is just a ferocious cornerback. Defense, it's a little questionable. We do have Ezekiel Ansah. I'm just concerned overall. The linebacking core really needs a complete overhaul. We are running a multiple 3-4. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need some assistance through the draft and free agency. That's to say the least. Safeties are decent. Glover Quinn has a monster contract, I do believe. He's 32 years of age, so that could be a problem. Let's go ahead and set our season goal, though. I like this team. I think we can get to the Super Bowl. I think we can end the curse. I'm going to go 9 wins. That's usually where Detroit gets. 2, you know, they're never going to be usually over the pack. That's what I'm trying to get them over the hump here. I'm going to see you guys at midseason unless there is a trade opportunity here for Golden Tate. Alright, so we are going to have a few trade offers for Golden Tate, and I think this was all around going to be a good trade because he wasn't a contract year, so I probably would not have re-signed him. So this is going to work out quite well for us. I did want a higher pick, so I think I'm going to roll with Cincinnati here. I'm going to get a 2nd round pick for this year, which should help out a lot. So we are going to accept that deal, so we end up trading Golden Tate to Cincinnati, and we're going to get a 2nd round pick out of it, so I think that's worth it. Alright, so we are going to be back here at mid-season. We're going to have a salty 3-4 record. Seems to be the trend with Detroit. You know, they start out slow and end a little bit fast. Let's see the players we're going to have to negotiate with, though. This division we're going to be in is going to be tough as well. Ezekiel Ansah wants a re-signing here. He's 29 years of age. I mean, well... Oh, that's a tough one because, you know, I'm not positive what the age is going to be there because I need a 5-year guy. I don't know if he will be around for 5 years. So that's going to be a tough deal right there. I'm going to see LeGarrette Blount I'm going to let go. Luke Wilson I'm going to let go. Probably going to let go of Amir Abdullah. I might keep TJ Jones around. But to be honest, I'm probably going to have to try to rebuild this team from scratch. Besides the receivers position and the quarterback position. So, offensive line is decent too. So, we'll see what we get done here. I'm still not sure what I want to do yet. I usually like to make these decisions towards the end of the year. See what kind of year they have and how they do in the sim. So, we'll see what happens. And I'll see you guys at the end of the year. And we'll see what our record was and check out our stats. So we are going to be back here at the end of the year. Unfortunately, did not make the playoffs. We finished 6-10. Definitely not a great record. Let's go ahead and upgrade our players, though, real quick. Great to see Stafford is still upgrading. That's something I was quite worried about. So him upgrading is going to be a big plus. Kerryon Johnson has a upgrade point. Can we get him scheme fit? No, we cannot. How is he not an elusive back? How is he a power back, bro? Have you seen him in real life? He's an elusive back if I've ever seen one. To be honest, I'm not going to try to worry about getting that eye scheme fit with Taylor Decker here. I'm just going to try to make him a good pass protector. Try to protect Matt Stafford here. Kenny Golladay. He's going to be our receiver after trading Golden Tate. Let's see if we can get him that red zone threat. We know that the Detroit Lions really love those red zone threat receivers like Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay. So that's going to be a nice duo there. Hand here. Deshaun Hand is going to have an upgrade. He's going to be one of our young defensive linemen. Not sure if I want to bring back Ezekiel Ansah, though. He is decently old, and to be honest, he does not have a great, just a great rating to begin with. So that's a little tough. Darius Slay, the monster, by far the best player on our team, is going to have an upgrade point, and now he's scheme fit. Nevin Lawson is going to have an upgrade point. We'll see how he does for us. How old is he? He's 28. That's not the best. Tease Tabor, though, I'm really excited about. I'm really high on Tease Tabor. I really like him. I think he can be a stud at the nickel position. He's got the... I'm pretty sure he does have the agility for what it's rated. Yeah, he has 94 agility. Should be able to be a monster in the nickel. Really love him there. Then Davis here, our linebacker, is going to have a few upgrade points. Should be able to get him up into a tackling machine, if you know what I'm saying. Not going to bother upgrading Eli Harold. He's probably not going to have a place on this team. Kennard, though, I mean, he might. So let's just go ahead and upgrade that power rush move. It's kind of a bum out that the safeties did not get a upgrade point, but what can you do about that? Packers won the division there. Stats, let's see what Stafford was able to do. Decent numbers, 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 picks, 62% completion rate. That's all right. That's all right. Rushing the ball, Kerryon Johnson, 250 attempts here, 900 yards, 3.7 average, 4 touchdowns. Still not the best. Receiving here, we're going to have Kenny Golladay leading the team with receptions, 76, 962 yards, 10 touchdowns. A breakout year by him. Marvin Jones, 68 receptions, 914 yards, 4 touchdowns. Luke Wilson had a decent amount of carries there. Touches. TJ Jones didn't have the best year. Kerryon Johnson, oh my, he had a really great year receiving the ball. What about blocking? How did our offensive line hold up against a tough NFC? Rick Wagner, our best O-lineman, gave up some sacks. So definitely don't want to see that. Hopes that improves a little bit. Nevin Lawson led the team in tackles. It's always weird when you see a cornerback lead the team, let alone 2 cornerbacks are the top in tackles. That's a little concerning for me. Darius Slay up there. What about sacks? What do we got? 9 by Devion Kennard. 6.5 by Ezekiel Ansah. I might let him go. 3 by Kerry Hyder. Deshaun Shed, 2.5. All right. Interceptions. 2 by Lawson. 2 by Quandre Diggs. I like Quandre Diggs. I'm pretty sure they just re-signed him to a pretty decent contract as well. I'm not too ecstatic about Glover Quinn's contract, so that could be a problem. Darius Slay only with 1 pick. I think he had like 7 or 8 last year. But that's going to be it here for the stats at the end of the year. Hopefully we can get somebody good in free agency and really upgrade this team. Just throughout this last year, we should have a high pick as well. So let's go ahead and get into the free agency period. Alright, so here's going to be my negotiations in free agency. I'm going to offer Mario Edwards Jr. a contract here. If I land him, I would definitely move him to right end because that would be a scheme fit anyway. Then we're going to offer Jesse James a contract. I mean, he's underrated. Vance McDonald has been coming on of late in Pittsburgh, but Jesse James is a decent tight end, a 79 overall, only 25. He's going to have decent hands, so let's go ahead and see if we can land these free agents here. Not a lot to work with in free agency this year. There was not a lot of big names out there to go get. Mainly the usual, like Trevor Williams was out there, but the Redskins were offering him a monster contract. And we get both the people we put a contract out for. So that's definitely nice. That's going to greatly increase our tight end position. And then definitely that's going to give us a bolster there to the defensive line. Now let's go ahead and get into the draft. So we're going to be in the first draft here for Detroit. Let's go ahead and see what we can pick. We pick number 5 overall. Let's go ahead and see who's going to be available here. I'm quite curious actually to see who is still available. Is there any speed rushers left? A few of them went off the board that I was looking for. That's concerning. This was my other guy I was going to go for, but that's a bit of a reach. That is a bit of a reach, I will not lie. Is my cornerback is still available. I know that's not that great, but look at his combine. We're going to roll with him. Get another Darius Slay maybe, and he's number 4 in true talent. Look at this, dude. 97 speed. Man him up with freaking Darius Slay, and you're talking about a monster receiving core. That's what I like to see right there. That's a great pick. Great pick. And my pass rusher might actually still be available. Surprisingly, if we would be able to get him as well, then we're talking. Oh, and he is still available. At the right outside linebacker position, he is still going to be available, and we're going to snag him. He's going to be 29th ranked. He's going to give us a little bit of pressure here. I like it. I like the pick. We did need a pass rusher. We did need an outside linebacker there, so that's greatly going to help us out. Let's go ahead and get to our next second-round pick. Since we did end up trading for Golden Tate, we have Cincinnati's. There's a wide receiver I really want. It might be a bit of a reach, but you got to look at that 4.35 with that A- short route running and B+ catch in traffic. We're going to roll with him. And he's going to be a star, all right? He's going to be 93 speed. He's going to be our slot guy for sure. And our wide receiving core is probably the deepest position on our team. I'm very happy with it at this point. After drafting him, that's going to be a nasty wide receiving core. Now if I could get maybe offensive line guy to move to center, that would be good. Because our center is not the best. I might have to go with this guy here. See if he can bounce over to center for us. He has some, I mean, I don't know. That's not really a center, to be honest. So that's probably not what I'm going to do with him. That's tough because I was hoping he could maybe end up being a center for me. Doesn't look like it will be. What else do we need here? We do need a middle linebacker 100%. And there is going to be one available that is a scheme fit. Number 1 in bench. Let's go ahead and see what he brings to the table. He's going to have star development. That's always what I like to see. Not a lot of speed there. But he is going to have 83 strength, which should be a pretty good gain for us at the linebacker position. And then we'll take our last 5th round pick here. In case you guys don't know, I only show up to the 5th round. Because very rarely do you get somebody later than that that's going to really start on your team. So I'm probably going to take a QB here, actually. And then, yeah, if I get a gym, I'll show up. But that's going to be it here for the draft. All right, start of season 2 here. And I'm liking the way our team is shaping up. We're still going to have Stafford here, Kerryon Johnson, Marvin Jones. Kenny Golladay is going to move up to the number 2 receiver spot. And then Merrim here, our draft pick. He's going to be a star player for us. He's going to play the slot and be our 3rd receiver for right now. Probably will upgrade. Has amazing speed and great catch in traffic, which is very rare. He's pretty tall, 6'1". Offensive line is basically the same. Just going to start Connell at center, see if he does any better for us. Jesse James is going to be our tight end that we picked up in free agency. Our defensive line got a little better. Robinson upgraded a little bit. So did Hand. And then we were able to pick up Mario Edwards Jr., who I really like. Then we have an elite cornerback group with Darius Slay and then now Roan, who we drafted 5th overall, who's going to be a monster. Reminds me of another Darius Slay. A lot faster though, about 97 speed he had. And then Tease Tabor is going to be our slot guy, which it's a great defensive back core as a whole, including Glover Quinn at the safety spot, Quandre Diggs, who's really coming on to in his own here. Linebacking core is still a little questionable with Davis, only a 76 overall. We did draft Irving though, so he might be able to upgrade. He's a scheme fit. And we drafted Knapp here. Spencer Schnapp. He's going to be a speed rusher for us. He's going to be a finesse move guy. He's going to be one of the guys I really rely on to get that pass rush going. And he does have the traits there to do it. And then Kennard, I mean, he's up there in age. I don't know if we'll keep him around. He's 28. We'll see if he puts up another good year. And if he does, he might stick around. So let's go ahead and set the season goal here. I think we will go to 9 wins this year. I'm pretty confident in this team and in Matt Stafford here. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to be able to do in year 2. Man, I'm starting to believe the curse may very well be real. I mean, we're 2-5. I mean, it's not like we're the best team, but we're better than 2-5. I can tell you that 100% positively. We are. Glover Quinn here wants a re-signing. He only wants a 1-year re-signing deal. I don't know. That's going to be tough. He's 33. Definitely will retire within the 4 years. Don't know if I'm going to want to bring him back. That's going to be a tough one. TJ Lang wants an extension. Oh, and he's going to be one of my main O linemen. I'm going to have to really try to bring him back, but hope he does not retire. Taylor Decker definitely is going to be brought back. He's going to be my main left tackle here. Ashawn Robinson, I like him. Probably will definitely am going to try to bring him back. Yeah, so there's a few big people that I'm going to try to re-sign here. I'll see what I can get done for sure. For sure I'm going to bring back Taylor Decker and TJ Lang. And then we'll see what else happens with the other people here. Alright, so we did not make the playoffs. So, wow, we finished 3-13. What the hell? Okay. Well, we can just view the yearly awards from here. I just want to start doing this and see if we actually did anything. So, we do not have anybody in the MVP conversation. No surprise there. Do we have anybody there? Nope. Khalil Mack wins Defensive Player of the Year. We had nobody. Okay. Merriam coming up there at number 10. Ooh, Irving almost won Defensive Rookie of the Year. That would have been good. Lions. Stafford is even in there. Running back. Kerryon Johnson was number 8. I like to see that. Did not have a receiver in there, surprisingly. Offensive line. Still had nobody. Defensive line, linebacker, Khalil Mack wins that as well. Nobody there. Defensive back, we had Darius Slay. A little bit of a shame our rookie wasn't there. So not really anybody in there. So that's not too good on the confidence there. Let's go ahead and upgrade Kerryon Johnson. He does have a few upgrade points. Yes, we get him scheme fit. That's definitely going to help us out a lot. Now he should start upgrading like wildfire probably. Get those upgrade points. Ooh, Merriam has 2 upgrade points. Okay. See, if we can get him a red zone threat as well and start upgrading that route running and release, he's going to be a monster in the slot, dude, because his speed is outrageous. And he has good hands. Look at that. He's got 87 catch in traffic. Defense, what do we got? Not a lot of upgrades. Our rookie, though, cornerback, does have a few. Got to upgrade his man coverage. Dude, we're just going to be a no-fly zone up in here. That's what we're looking like. I like our defense. It's getting better. I mean, it could be better, but it's getting up there. Then our rookie linebacker here, Irving, is going to have 3 upgrade points, which should really help him develop a lot. And he might take over that number 1 linebacking role heading into the 3rd year with this 75 overall. Now, what's his total skill sets look? He's got a good skill set. I mean, he's not going to be the fastest guy, but he's going to be decent. And then Knapp here, our speed rusher, is going to have a few upgrade points. Definitely need to get him some more finesse move. Want to make him my best pass rusher on this team. And then I believe Quandre Diggs here has an upgrade, and I'd like to get him scheme fit, but when you're chasing scheme fit, it just never seems to work out, you know? The sim just doesn't want to give it to you. They just don't. So I can't believe we finished 3-13. Check out our stats here. Stafford, I mean, I don't know. I really don't. That's not great stats. 3,700 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 picks. Rushing, Kerryon Johnson had over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Marvin Jones had 78 receptions, 980 yards, 5 touchdowns. Kenny Golladay, 71 receptions, 590 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jesse James doing decent there. Moram did not have the year in the slot that I had hoped for, with only 43 receptions, 550 yards about it, and then 2 touchdowns. Kerryon Johnson still doing work in the receiving game. Blocking, were we bad there? I mean, yeah. Can't allow that. Can't allow that. Jesus. Defensively, Irving leads the team in tackles. Our quarterback, Roan, has the number 2 spot there for tackles. Quandre Diggs with 95. What about sacks? 8.5 by Kennard. 5.5 by Schnapp there. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Ooh, Mario Edwards Jr. with 4. What about interceptions? 4 by Darius Slay. 1 by Mario Edwards. 1 by Quandre Diggs. 1 by Glover Quinn. And then 1 by Tease Tabor there. So our rookie did not end up with an interception on the year. That's going to be it here for the end of year 2. Let's go ahead and head into free agency. We're going to be back here in free agency, and I am going to offer a contract here to Shaq Thompson. My goal would be to, if I get him, to move him to middle linebacker and pair him with the rookie that led our team in tackles. And then I'm also going to offer Robert Ndici a contract here. I mean, we do need a little bit of an upgrade. Robinson is not, he's not upgrading as much as I would have liked him to. So yeah, I'm looking for a little bit of an upgrade there. And then just Sua Cravens, because we did lose Glover Quinn. So I'm hoping Sua Cravens can make a transition to free safety if he does sign with us. Let's go ahead and see, though, if we're going to get any of these signings here. Really hoping we do. Need these guys, because well, first of all, Marvin Jones regressed like 6 points. So all 3 of them end up accepting, which is going to be a nice gain for us. And now we're going to head into the draft with probably the number 1 pick, I would hope, because we went 3-13. So I guess it's not going to be the worst case scenario, only heading into year 3 here. Alright guys, so we're going to be in the draft here. I just wanted to let you guys know I am just going to start showing the first 4 rounds instead of the first 5, because once we end up getting to the 5th round, I don't think I've found somebody yet that will start. So just to save a little time, I am going to cut it off at the 4th round. But let's go ahead and get into this draft here. We do have the number 1 pick. There's a juicy quarterback, but I want to try to roll with Stafford. I mean, they signed him to a huge contract, so I'm going to try to roll with him. And instead, I am going to take this speed rushing right end, and he's going to be a monster, it looks like. Let's go ahead and see what he has. 82 overall. He is going to be ferocious. 87 finesse move, 76 power move. Monster. Straight savage, bro. That is a great pick there for us. And then there should be somebody else available here for me. I do not need a safety after I was able to pick up Sua Cravens in free agency, which was a huge signing for me. I mean, offensive lineman, I guess, wouldn't hurt. I do kind of need a left end, though, for being honest here. What about defensive tackles? Not many. Let's go ahead and roll with a left end here. I was looking at this power rusher. We'll see what he is going to be like here. He's going to be a 75 overall, and that's a bit of a reach. Not the best moves. So I don't know about that pick right there. To be honest, there wasn't a lot of talent this draft besides the early picks, and we only had 1 first-round pick, so Wasn't expecting to be able to get a lot. I kind of do need a receiver here. Let's see. This guy could be decent. Okay, 60th in true talents. Will be able to catch the ball reliably, so that's a decent pick there. All right, now moving on to the 4th round. What do we want to pick here? We do need a little offensive line depth. This defensive tackle seems to have slipped a little bit, and I think I'm going to try to snag him. And he is going to be 64 in true talent. Nothing special, though. Still probably a little bit more depth there. But that's going to be it for the draft, unless, again, there is a gem. Alright, so a little bit of shakeup here after Marvin Jones is regressing quite rapidly. Like I said, receivers regress very fast. Kenny Golladay is going to take that number 1 role. Jones is going to go down to the number 2. And then Merrim is still going to stay my number 3, but he is going to be the slot guy there. Running back Kerryon Johnson still going to be there. Got that scheme fit. I'm hoping he's going to start developing. Matt Stafford, still going all in on him. Jesse James is going to be our tight end. Offensive line is still going to be the same, except for TJ Lang is also starting to regress, which could be a problem. Defensively, though, our defensive line is going to be very nice. We have Mario Edwards Jr. here at the right end position, Robert Mdici at the defensive tackle, and then our 1st-round draft pick, Lance Gray. I was going to move him to outside linebacker, but did not have good zone coverage, so didn't want to test that out. Needed a left end, going to move him there, and he should be a freak of nature up there. I mean, look at that speed, his strength, his power move, and his finesse move. It's going to be, what is he already ranked here, I'm wondering, at the left end spot? He's the 19th ranked left end. Cornerbacks are still going to be very great with Darius Slay, Roan, and then Tease Tabor. Linebackers are upgraded here with Knapp at the right outside linebacker position to get some pass rush. Shaq Thompson, we moved him to middle linebacker. I am going to start Irving here over Davis because he did lead our team in tackles as a rookie. We still have Kennard here. He's not regressing, so can't find a replacement for him yet, and he's still being quite productive, so I figured I'd leave him there. Sua Cravens is going to take the spot there of Glover Quinn, and then Quandre Diggs is going to stay as my strong safety. Let's go ahead and set our season goal. I mean, I guess I'll go with 8 wins since we haven't been doing well of late, but hopefully here in Season 3 we can maybe make a playoff run. So we're back here at mid-season. Okay, we're 3-5 once more. Not too sure how. That's a tough one, but we'll just see what the players we got to resign. You know, I'm in a good mood. I want to keep it that way. I'm not going to let the Lions curse destroy it, all right? Darius Slay is going to want a contract here, and we're going to sign him to one. We're going to sign him to more than a 1-year deal for sure. Kenny Golladay is going to get re-signed. Probably going to try to re-sign Marvin Jones with only 2 years left in the rebuild. You do want a good kicker, and you do want a good punter in the sim, or it can come back and really hurt you. I might finally let Devon Kennard go. Tease Tabor, definitely want to keep him. He's one of my young studs at only 23. Probably will let Gerard Davis go. I know he's not asking for much, but I do have my middle linebacking core pretty set at this moment. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like for me here, re-signing these players. Alright, we ended up making the playoffs with an 8-8 record. Won the division somehow, some way. 8-8 seems to win the division here. Before we get into this playoff game, let's go ahead and upgrade our running backs here. Well, just our team overall. Because I want to go into the playoffs, you know, with the best chance of winning. That's definitely what I want to do when Kenny Golladay gets that scheme fit, which is exactly what I was looking for there. Exactly. Now we can start upgrading this Merrim, who's I think is going to develop into a really nice receiver for us. Our center gets an upgrade here. So he's going to start upgrading. I am a little worried, though, about the regression of TJ Lang. That could be bad. Jesse James has another upgrade point. He's going to get up to an 80 overall. I'm excited to see how many points my defense has. We'll take a look at that. Decent points all around the board. Go ahead and upgrade Mario Edwards Jr.'s run-stopping ability here. get some decent upgrades. Mdici coming with 2 upgrades. I'm excited to check out the stats before we even hop into this playoff game, bro. I just want to see what my team did. Because we improved greatly from 3-13 to 8-8. That's a pretty big step forward. Lance Gray here is going to have some upgrades. Let's go ahead and upgrade his power rush ability. And then I'm really just going to go into speed rusher. I want him to be a ferocious speed rusher coming off the inside there. Almost like an Aaron Donald. I could see him being an Aaron Donald. I mean, not that he's going to be like literally as good as Aaron Donald, but maybe a prototype of that. I mean, Matt Ron is really upgrade. See, does he have that? He has that star development. Tease Tabor with another 2 upgrade points. He's becoming a very nice slot cornerback like I thought he would. And that's really what we needed. We needed a good cornerback core, especially in the NFC and the NFC North, where the receivers are very much emerging. Irving here with another 3 upgrade points. He's just getting the job done, bro. He's just getting the job done. Doesn't have the best speed, but he's finding a way to keep on getting upgrade points. So he must be getting a lot of tackles, and that's definitely what you like to see. Shaq Thompson coming in from free agency is going to get an upgrade point, and he's going to go up to an 80 overall. What is his middle linebacker? He's a 26th ranked middle linebacker. And then Knapp here, our outside linebacking speed rusher, is going to get an upgrade. So give him some speed rush ability there. Let's check out his finesse move after this upgrade. Oh, what did he? It was a star. It is 88 finesse moves. Jesus. Alright, so our stats for the year, what were they? Okay, Matt Stafford, I see you out there. 4,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks, 60% completion rate. Definitely like that stat right there. Kerryon Johnson did not have a great year. 830 yards, 3.4 average, 4 touchdowns, 2 fumbles. Not a great year. Kenny Golladay, though, takes that step forward as the #1 receiver with 95 receptions, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jesse James, 75 receptions, about 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. Marvin Jones, 67 receptions, 690 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then Merrim from the slot, 66 receptions, 939 yards, 5 touchdowns. Kerryon Johnson getting it done receiving as well. Blocking, how bad were we? And when your right tackle allows 20 sacks, you got to be concerned. You've got to be concerned. I mean, he doesn't have bad stats at all, though. So I'm not getting that one. Shaq Thompson leads our team in tackles, coming in from free agency in his first year. Irving here at 105 tackles. Quandre Diggs had 95. What about sacks? I'm curious about that. 8.5 by Knapp, the second year of guy coming in here. 7.5 by Robert Mdici. 5.5 by Mario Edwards. The rookie Lance Gray with 4.5. Shaq Thompson with 3.5. What about interceptions? 2 by Quandre Diggs, 1 by Thompson, 1 by Ronan, 1 by Slade. Not a lot of picks by this team, which is a little not the best considering we do have quite a good defensive back core. Let's go ahead and get into this playoff game, though. We're going to get a home game at 8-8, and we're going to be taking on Tampa Bay. So we're going to be in Detroit here for our first playoff game of the season here. Year 3, we're finally in the playoffs. We're taking on Tampa Bay, and we know their offense is going to be explosive, and we score a field goal, but Tampa Bay is really marching down the field. We're moving the ball a little bit here. Not as much as I would like, though. I'd like to... Oh, Tampa's got it again. And they score a field goal. Can we score before halftime? No. And they might score again. Oh, my God, they do. We're not doing great at all defensively or offensively. Anything. Name anything, we're not doing good. And the game's likely over here, I would have to say. Yeah, we're going to take an L in the playoffs. Yeah. So it is going to be over here. We're going to lose 33-14 to Tampa Bay. Stafford did not have a great game. Man, the curse seems to be real here, or I just can't win a playoff game, bro. I don't know when. I just want him to win a Super Bowl. That's all I'm asking for. But we're going to head into free agency here, I guess, right after the playoffs, just to see if there's anybody available. Hopefully, there's an elite player available that can maybe put our team in that real playoff contention spot, because we just didn't deserve to be in the playoffs with the way we performed today. So at the end of year 3 here, we are in the free agency period. I am only going to offer a contract here to Justin Houston. And if we are able to get him, I would move him to left outside linebacker after losing ours. Did not feel like re-signing the one we had. Wasn't really that productive for us. So I feel like Justin Houston would be very productive for us. So that would be a very nice pickup if we would be able to pick him up. Let's go ahead and see if we can. Please give me Justin Houston. That's all I need right now is a little bit of a pass rush. Our defense is pretty good right now. So so Justin Houston does accept it. I don't know if I think I'm going to stop showing the last 2 drafts, because usually in the last 2 drafts, I don't get many people that'll start, maybe one, and those end up taking a while. So I feel like the most important drafts are the first 2, and that's what I did show. I'm going to show the very first year's draft and then the second year's draft, and then we'll just do draft recaps for the last 2, because I don't think it's worth going through the whole draft, just to maybe find one guy that'll start. So I feel like just reviewing it afterwards will be better overall. So I'll see you guys after the draft here for a little draft recap. All right, so taking a look at the draft recap here, we did get 2 starters, I do believe. I did get a right tackle that is going to start. He does have pretty good overall ratings, and I think he's going to be a nice pass blocker for us. He looks to be able to pass block against power and finesse quite well, and that's really what we've been needing on the right side. Even though he's not a scheme fit, I think that's going to work out. And then this center here, I'm actually going to move him to right guard, which he's moved to right guard. I did move him. He's going to take place of TJ Lang, who has been regressing rapidly. So I feel like he should be a nice little scheme fit there for us at the right guard position. And then other than that, really nobody else is going to start. Just a lot of depth here. So yeah, just the first 2 picks are going to be starting for us. Let's go ahead and get into year 4 and see if we can win the Super Bowl up in here. So we're going to be at the start of year 4 here, and I'm hoping we have a better year than we've been having. Our offense is pretty good. Maram is going to take this step up to the number 2 receiver spot. Marvin Jones is going to fall to the 3rd. He's going to be our slot guy now. Kenny Golladay is still going to be our number 1 receiver. We have a new right guard and a right tackle, so that could be a little shaky. Both draft picks. Jesse James is still going to be the tight end, and Stafford put up some decent numbers last year. I would like to see a little more production out of Kerryon Johnson. He's only had one 1,000-yard season so far. Defensively, our cornerbacks are very good. Darius Slay, Roan, and Tease Tabor make a great tandem there. And then Sua Craven and Quandre Diggs at the safeties. I like our defensive line is really nice with Mario Edwards Jr., Robert Mdici, and Gray. Gray's a monster. He'll really get after you. We picked up Justin Houston. He's going to be our left outside linebacker. We have Irving, who's really been quite a good player on our team since we drafted him. Shaq Thompson still, and then Knapp, who's also been a great pass rusher. So our season goal, I'm going to go for the playoffs. We made them last year. I don't see why we can't make it this year. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think this team may be ready to take a step forward this year. Yeah, it's just what you want to see there. It's never better than seeing a 1-6 record. It's just, yeah. That's exactly what I was hoping for. What the hell, bro? Are you kidding? Oh, my. So, Quandre Diggs is going to want a re-signing. Kerryon Johnson. Frank Ragnow. I'm going to let Rick Wagner go. I got a new right tackle. And yeah, other than that, everybody else can go test for all I care. God dang, the 1-6. How does that happen? Well, we did not make the playoffs. We finished at a whopping 4-12. Okay. Let's check out the stats here. Our offense is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Matt Stafford, 4,400 yards, 34 touchdowns, 14 picks, 60% completion rating. Rushing the ball, Kerryon Johnson at 1,000 yards, averaged 4.6 a carry, 7 touchdowns, 3 fumbles, not the best. Still 1,000 yards at least. Marvin Jones, Jesus! 83 receptions, 1,160 yards, 13 touchdowns coming from the slot. That might have been his position all along. Merriam took the step up to number 2 receiver, 75 receptions, 740 yards, 6 touchdowns. Jesse James, 73 receptions, about 800 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kenny Golladay, 62 receptions, 800 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Kerryon Johnson still getting it done receiving. What about blocking? Not as many sacks allowed. That's what I like to see. That right tackle and right guard seem to have really improved our chances there. Defensively, so I don't get our record. We've played pretty well, it seems. 112 tackles by Shaq Thompson. Roan, 99. Justin Houston, 91. All right, let's go to sacks here. Justin Houston leads the team with 11 sacks. Robert Ndici with 8.5. Gray taking a step up with 7. Knapp, 4.5. What about interceptions here? I mean, that's could be our problem. We're just not getting interceptions. We're just not. That's the thing we're not doing. 2 picks by Walker, who didn't even play. Justin Houston, number 1. Justin Houston, 1 pick. Roan, 1 pick. Tease Tabor, 1 pick. Darius Slade. These corners need more interceptions than that. What about forced fumbles? Do we have any? Yeah, as you can see, we're just not causing turnovers defensively, and that's hurting us badly. It really is. So that's going to be it here for the stats. That's the end of year 4. Definitely a 30th in defensive yards, so that's going to hurt you. Points scored, 17th. I'd like to see okay, 33rd. How are we 33rd? There's only 32 teams. That's how bad we are. They had to create a new category for us. So yeah, it's not looking great. We're going to be heading into year 5 here. So we're going to spend everything we have in free agency. Let's go ahead and see what's going to be available. Or so in free agency, I'm going to spend all of my money on Bradley Chubb. Going to try to get him, see if we can get some more pass rush on this team. I don't know, bro. I'm starting to think they really are cursed. Cannot make the playoffs to save my life, which is not great. Definitely concerning. I just don't get how we have not really been great. So Bradley Chubb does accept it. That's going to be our only free agent signing there. And then we'll just do a quick draft recap after I finish it up. Alright, so doing a quick draft recap here. I did only get one person that's going to start, and that's going to be this wide receiver, R.M. Mincy. He's going to have star development heading into our last year here. He's going to be a good player. He's going to take the spot of Marvin Jones. He's going to play my number 3 receiver, and he is going to play the slot. And I really feel like he's going to have a massive year heading into this 5th year. Other than that, I just got a lot of depth. Nobody that's going to start. So let's go ahead and get into the start of the 5th and final season of this Detroit Lions realistic rebuild. We all know what time it is. It is Super Bowl or bust for this team. We have got to make it, and I don't know if this team is really talented enough to go, to be honest. I think I may have relied on Stafford a little too long. I don't know. It just, the rebuild, I don't know if it's worked out or not. We'll see. Kenny Golladay is still going to be the number 1 receiver. Merriam still 2. Mincy, our draft pick, is going to take that slot position. And number 3 ranked receiver position. Kerryon Johnson is going to be the running back. Stafford quarterback. Same O-line. Jesse James is the tight end. Defensively, Ron is going to overtake Darius Slay here as the number 1 cornerback. Tease Tabor is still going to be the slot. I move Bradley Chubb to right end. Robert Ndici is still the defensive tackle, and then Gray as the left end. And then a good safety core with Quandre Diggs and Sua Cravens. And then a linebacking core that really has some good pass rushers in Justin Houston, Snap, and then some good tacklers in Shaq Thompson and Irving. So I feel like this team should be able to make a run. I feel like we have a better offense than a 79. That's just me, though, trying to say we only are an 81 team. But I'm going to have to thoroughly disagree with the Sims grade there on my team. So there's not going to be any mid-season check back. We're just going to sim all the way to the end of the season. because it's the last year. There's no need to re-sign anybody. Let's hope we make the playoffs. I'm really hoping we do. We'll go ahead and see, though, and I'll see you guys once we get there. It's just simming the last weeks here, so we're about to see what happens. If we made the playoffs or not, we're about to see. Come on, please give me the playoffs for the last year. Yes, 9-7, we make the playoffs. Barely, but we make it, bro. We are 9-7, and we're going to be playing Seattle. That's a tough-ass game. What about our stats for the year? 12th on offensive yards, I would hope. Matt Stafford here throws for 4,300 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 63% completion rating. Rushing the ball, Kerryon Johnson at 1,000 yards. Again, only averaging 4 yards a carry, though. 5 touchdowns. Can't find the end zone with our running backs, it seems. Kenny Golladay has 86 receptions, 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Jesse James, 73 receptions, 730 yards, 7 touchdowns. Tyrone Merriam here, 65 receptions, 660 yards, 5 touchdowns. Oh my. Aram Mincy here with 55 receptions, 816 yards, but 14 touchdowns. He is a red zone threat at 6'4", 230, averaging 14.8 yards per reception. And Kerryon Johnson's getting a lot of receiving work. Blocking, how we do. Not great. It's not great when your guard... I just gave him a pretty big contract, too, and he's allowing 10 sacks. Defensively, though, we got to be good, though, right? Irving, 101 tackles. Shaq Thompson, 96. All right, not that impressive. Sacks here. Bradley Chubb with 11.5 sacks. Justin Houston with 10. Mario Edwards with 6. Robert Mdici with 6. Knapp with 4.5. Gray with 4. Interception-wise, we had 3 from Roan, who took the #1 role. Getting picks now. We're getting picks. Shaq Thompson with 2. Darius Slay with 2. Sua Cravens with 2. And Quandre Diggs with 2. That's what I like to see. We just needed a few turnovers, and now we are going to be heading into the playoffs in the last year. Can we make a run? Can we win 4 straight and make it to the Super Bowl? Let's go ahead and see if the curse ends here for Detroit. Let's get into it. All right, we're going to be in Detroit here. What was it, a year ago IRL, the Lions played Seattle? No, 2 years ago, I believe, they played them in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a W here. We're about to score again. We're going up 20-0 over Seattle. Come on. Yes. Oh, 27-0. We're blowing Seattle out 34-0. This may very well be our year, bro. Very well could be our year. 37-0. I mean 37-10. Come on. Yes. Okay. This is the team I've been waiting to see. This is the team. Yeah, bro. That's just what I've been waiting for. God, it's taken so long to develop this team, but year 5, they're looking ferocious. Let's see who we're going to play in the divisional round. I'm excited to see it, bro. I'm excited. Oh my, we're going to be taking on the undefeated Giants. They only have 2 ties, so they are undefeated. Good gosh. This is going to be really outrageous because they're undefeated. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can hand them an L, if you know what I'm saying. So we're in the divisional round. We're going to be playing at New York. It's going to be the undefeated Giants, which is definitely questionable. And we're moving the ball a little bit here. Can we keep up with the Giants' offensive firepower here? I'm hoping we can. But the Giants are scoring quite effortlessly, and they got the ball back. And they're driving down the field. They are driving, man. Score a field goal. Come on, please, Detroit. And the Giants score again. Oh, God, you've got to be joking. Please? Do I have a chance, maybe? We have a chance if we can make a stop here. Oh, we got a chance, bro. We got a chance. 3rd down alert. 4th down. Oh, shit. We move it. What is happening? Oh my god, it went to overtime. Dude, the Giants are about to score. Oh god, dude, I'm so sick of losing in these. I just am. It comes down to year 5 every time. Make it to the playoffs, and we lose. We freaking lose to the undefeated Giants, Deshaun Watkins. Well, that's going to be it for this rebuild. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that sub button for your boy, and I'll really appreciate it. And please share it with any of your friends or your grandma or whoever, you know, whoever. Share it with your dog, alright? Just do it. Just do it for me, and I will appreciate you. Make sure you leave down in the comments what rebuild you would like to see next, and I will shout you out in the video that I do of the rebuild. Make sure it's a rebuild I haven't done yet, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.